using simple shapes, and then we'll gradually just build upon it. Now, when you're drawing a caricature, you want to keep this super simple. So let's just say we got this guy's face here, right? Let's just keep it simple. We want to pick a head shape from our shape repertoire that's already in our head. A lot of the times I like to use this guy right here. I might use something like this because it's relatively wide. I could have got away with making it wider than that, but you know what I'm saying? This is the idea of it. Like something that's wide and then with a neck on it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the placement of things. So here in the middle of your picture, you know, usually at the widest point of my picture, or somewhere around there, I'll draw a line, and that line will be representative of my eyes. So I'm going to put 2 circles there just to represent that. In cartoon land, a lot of people have circle eyes, so we're just going to draw some circles right there. So we got the 2 eyes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put another shape here. That would be where the nose would go. So we'll just look and say, is his nose long or whatever, and compare to that line, and then we'll put our mouth line, which might be about right here. So what I would do here is I put another shape here. Let me see, something squishy. He has like this kind of a nose here. So I just do a roundish, bulbish nose, right? And then we'll go over here and we'll put his mouth shape. So his mouth shape is going to be somewhere in between here like this, right? So here goes his lip. And then we got your eyebrows that go up here. So you want to establish whatever these relationships are with basic little features like these. You don't want something that's going to be that you can't really understand how to draw. You get what I'm saying? So don't do it that way. Would his eyes feel very square or penetrating or foundational? So you'll see here that I like to use foundational shapes. So that's what I do. I use a shape. I draw a line for wherever my eyes are going to be. Start where they're going to begin, where my nose is going to end, where my mouth is going to begin, and then it ends underneath there. And this is usually just my space I leave in case I have a mustache, or some people have a lot of space. You'll notice here he has a lot of space between his nose and his mouth. So that's something, if I wanted to just be super exaggerative of, I could do like this, make the wide face and the chin and the neck here. But if I wanted to just really put his eyes way up here, right, and then do something like this, so this will be like the eyes up here, right? This will be like another version of him, the eyebrows, and then my eyes will be on this line here. So I might just do something like this. It doesn't even matter. I don't really think, I just go with what I think could look good. Now that might be another way I could do it, right? Then I want to make this super long nose, right? So his nose is super long, right? And let's say I put this one with nostrils. So you see it's a really basic shape at this point. Once we have that really basic shape, then we drop down, right? So we'll have like a drop about this, right? And then we'll drop it and we'll actually put an arrow here. Ooh, that's a cool thing. So let's drop that line, put an arrow, right? And then once we put that arrow, then we draw our top lip based off of the arrow. You get what I'm saying? And then we'll put our bottom lip, and then to make it funny, we can make it look like he really doesn't even have a chin. More like his lip is so far down there. You get what I'm saying? That he's able to not even have a chin, right? And so this will be where his mustache shape will go. And you can see that that is a very pivotal part of this character's face. So it's not about me. It's about learning how to move these 3 lines around in the face. Move them around in your mind to create different things. And even if you have to use your pencil when you do it, it's no real big deal. You get what I'm saying? You can do it that way. The key to this is just simplifying features. All right? Make them simple so that you can put them at the levels they need to be at, and then at the size or whatever they need to be at. So let's go ahead and go through a few more pictures like this, and we're going to break down some different ways so that we can exaggerate them. So we're going to exaggerate this guy again, but this way, what we're going to do this time is we're going to push the exaggeration even further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to really smush the head down. Okay, that's the importance of having a shape that represents your head shape and not a shape that is actually the head shape. So here I can see he has high cheekbones. What I'm drawing is going to seem kind of contrary to the picture, but at the end I'm going to get a great result. And that's what you have to understand about this. So let's say I want to do a shape like this, right? Because I always use 6 sides on my picture. So let's say I really wanted to squeeze this guy's head. So I'm going to really make it super wide like this. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put his eyes up here, right? I'm going to put his nose right here. I'm going to put his mouth right here. So here we go. We're going to go with his eyebrows. His eyebrows are going to be literally off of his head because it's the way that's the top. His head is going to be literally up there by his hair. So to give you an idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to put my eyes here. Watch these little eyes, right? And then I'm going to give him some hair that does like this. Then I'm going to come to the side here. I might add some ear shapes here. Let's add a little neck onto him like this. All right, now let's add a nose shape, watch. And then let's add the mouth shape. So remember, this is the mouth down here, but now because of this line, I should have left it open down here. That would have been a good decision, knowing what I was gonna do, but this is the line. So my mouth, right, is going to drop from here. It's gonna go into this little, let me do what I did again. It's gonna drop from here. It's gonna go into this little arrow, and then the arrow is gonna be like this. So you can see here, that what I did was I squished him into a little cartoon like this one, right? So you see how you can, it's not about you trying to copy this, because once you put your head shape down, everything now must obey the head shape you draw. And because this shape and this shape are technically different, things are gonna fit differently. You know what I mean? So that might be another way. If I just move over a little bit, I can take the same shape, draw my ears on there, brows, right? Hair shapes, right? I can keep his nose in there. I can keep the mouth in there like this, and the same guy. But in this picture here, right, he might be like this. See that picture right there? Make him funny, watch. You see, so this is the same guy, right? But he just came out of the bar. He's a little tipsy, right? Coming out of the bar with his drink, you see? He's a little tipsy. He done got toe up because his eyebrows is up there by the top of his head. So anytime you got your eyebrows way up here like that, that means you toe up. You don't even know, you can't even see nothing. So he can't see nothing, right? This is him before the bar, right? And this is him after the bar, right? So that's what happened. Sometimes this is what happens when you go to the bar too much at night. So you guys get it? So let's go ahead and continue forward with creating interesting characters. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate guys to go ahead and give us a like. Also guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. You know, it's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these 2 super cool videos right here. So guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always guys, I wish you happy cartooning.